And leading that opposition was Barry Squibb in an Escort, which won this event 8 years ago, developed by the legendary Martin Skanker. Squibb looks happy, but there's a lot of powerful opposition lining up behind him and Gollop on that front row of the grid. Third best after the qualifying heats was John Welch in his Astra, sharing that second row with Rob Gibson. Third row, Cor Euser coming over from sports car racing in Holland to impress mightily in his Metro, sharing that third row with British champion Denis Biggerstaff. They're ahead of Pekka Rantanen, Jan Iversen and Dubliner Dermot Carnegie as they line up to wait for the red to change to green. Trevor Hopkins on the back of the grid, having won that B final. He's got a lot of work to do, but Gollop wants to get into the lead. Squibb goes. Squibb takes off from the start. Oh, again, sideways, backwards, one way, and, well, nearly took out Gollop. Gibson and Iversen take advantage to get through in second and third. Here is, but no, Iversen's gone out wide. He's thrown away that advantage. Squibb still fighting his forward. Bang! All into the back of the Astra. And Barry Squibb has had the most dramatic 400 yards of his life. And it's still going on. Squibb there, Gibson. Squibb hits Gutting. Barry Squibb's hit everybody now. He's trying to get under control in fourth place. Gollop is loving all this. Gollop didn't make the best start, really, when the lights switched, but he's made the best getaway. He gets onto the knife edge. Here we're in car with Welch. Welch gets those wipers going, jets of water. There's mud aplenty on the knife edge. Gibson, though, right behind Welch. Welch not going to have any easy time of this. Rob Gibson, a very determined man. He was second last year. Rantanen has got up into fourth place ahead of Squibb. Here we're in car with Squibb again. So Barry Squibb, for whom so much promised today, he was third in this event last year. He was on the front row of the grid, but he's now down in fifth place with a lot of work to do. Gibson, tremendous in his Metro. Welch now, the windscreen getting muddied as Gollop gets away. So John Welch, he's got a lot to worry about though, because he's got Rob Gibson pushing from behind. The front of Gibson's car falling off. The fiberglass wing must have made some contact. Barry Squibb still trying to get past Rantanen, and right behind him Cor Euser and Trevor Hopkins up from the back of the grid doing very well. But at the moment it's all about second place, although in actual fact it looks like Welch is closing on Gollop. So Welch has got his head down, he's pulled away from Gibson. This is the big two, but now that screen is very mucky indeed, and this is always the problem in Rallycross. If you get behind here, clear view up ahead of Will Gollop. He can see exactly where he's going, and John Welch has got it all to do. He's pulled away from Gibson. So can Welch really pull a surprise? Gibson gets sideways, loses a lot of time there. Rantanen tries to get past. Squibb's trying to get past him. Euser's right alongside Hopkins. Here's Squibb. Squibb's taken to the grass to get past Hopkins. Hopkins was slow there. Can Squibb get in? Oh, bang! Sideways. There's four of them. Four abreast. They can't all get through. Cor Euser makes the most of it. He gets through. Squibb's up the edge. Euser's on the grass one side. Squibb's on the grass on the other. And it's Cor Euser that threw it to third place ahead of Squibb in fourth. And Gibson obviously in trouble as Biggerstaff and Trevor Hopkins trying to get. Hopkins does get around him. So Rob Gibson has gone from third place to nowhere in half a lap. And that's a problem. If Biggerstaff now tries to get through, Gibson spins, Biggerstaff punts him, and that's two. Across this year, Biggerstaff, the British champion this year, not to be a Grand Prix winner. But now Trevor Hopkins has got through all of this. Rantanen's ahead of him. Euser up in front, Cor Euser. But no, Rantanen slowing. That's a shame there for the Finn. Pekka Rantanen out of the Grand Prix this year. But not out at all. Out front is Will Gollop. A beautifully clear windscreen and a clear road ahead. Can anything stop? He's had trouble in the past with punctures, and these Rallycross tyres take a real pounding. And really, that'll probably be Will's biggest worry now. He'll be careful not to get out too much onto the stones, not to get too sideways that can puncture the tyres. Here in the gloomy distance, all Welch can see is those brake lights glowing ahead in the gloomy afternoon at Brands Hatch. Squibb's through. Squibb's up to third. They can't hold him back. Barry Squibb's up to where he finished last year, and he's charging hard. Will Gollop about to start his last lap. He's taking it very smooth and easy, no chopping across the curbs. He's very worried about any problems with punctures, but no problem really. Out front, they pass Rantanen's car. One more lap for a record third victory in this Grand Prix, and a tremendous finish for this Metro's career These cars outlawed next year. It's going to be Group A-based rally car style next year. And the Metro 6R4, so popular for so long, won't be on the international scene. Will Gollop, though, smooth as ever. Mr. Rallycross in Great Britain. John Welch chasing as hard as ever after him. His Astra will be legal next year, so he's probably thinking, I'll get you next year, Will. But Will, certainly as smooth as ever. Down they go from paddock, through the S's, left and right. No problems this year. Squibb's catching, though. Look at this. Barry Squibb won't give up. He's bringing Cor Euser with him. They're chasing John Welch up the hill for the last time. Barry Squibb, third last year. Looks like it's going to be third again. He's across the curbs on the inside, trying everything he knows to catch up. Will Gollop eases back. No mistakes for Will, and a tremendous third victory at the Brands Hatch British Rallycross Grand Prix. John Welch holds on. Barry Squibb, the real entertainer, takes a battling third. And, well, there's going to be nobody happier than Will Gollop. Here we go. Victory spins galore. Donuts on the tarmac, donuts on the grass. I'm sure Brands Hatch will love him. Let's go on board for that start, though, with Barry Squibb. And, oh, one way and the other, arms flailing. Three of them get away to the left, but there's John Welch comes in, shuts the door in his face. And he's about to start a very hectic. Rob Gibson gets sideways, almost gets past Gollop ahead, and Squibb still battle. Well, that was really the beginning. Well, halfway through Squibb's 400 yards of madness. No madness, though, for Will Gollop as he steps forward to accept the acclaim of the Brands Hatch crowd. Winner again for the third time of the Rallycross Grand Prix ahead of John Welch and Barry Squibb.